Welcome back to Ladies of Another View, and I want to welcome back our guest, Diann Cameron Kelly, who is with Project 21, and she's also with associate professor with uh, Adelphi University. And we're talking about volunteerism as being the lifeblood, really, of our country and important to patriotism. Welcome back, Diann.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for talking about this topic, because we were saying in the last segment, a lot of people just brush it off as not something big, but it's huge. It really is huge, and we're going to inspire you with a 12-year-old girl from Lakota, North Dakota, who worked at volunteers. She has aunts and grandmother. A lot of people in her family have worked at the Good Samaritan Home and a skilled nursing center, and how she just naturally comes in, and you're going to see what a difference she makes in the lives of the residents.
Are you guys ready to see Pickles the goat?
Got a pet him?
Pickles.
The goat thing started a few years ago when we got three goats, showed them to the residents, and it's history from there.
Oh, you're so nice.
She walks in the front door. She wants to help.
Peyton makes a difference with the residents. They just love children. It makes them smile.
Especially like the older generation really can relate to the goat. Most of them were probably farmers.
You know, a lot of people, they've said, well, I've had goats. I used to have goats, you know, and so it kind of brings back memories for them.
Come on.
Not many kids her age come home from school and go volunteer at the nursing home. The residents really just appreciate her, and when they see her bring in the goats, or when they see her smile, they really light up.
I've never been around goats, I don't know, but that little goat is awfully nice. Hey, Pickles.
I like the residents because they don't judge anybody, and we get another goat. I was gonna name it Dill. They're very talkative, and I love to hear stories.
Well, it makes you feel kind of special. Yes.
She's a gentle, kind little girl, and she brings joy to the residents.
She'll go up to any of the residents, start talking. If they need to be given a ride around the building a little bit, she'll do that.
Peyton is always got something different up her sleeve. She does her gymnastics routine.
I don't do gymnastics.
She'll do some cartwheels, just entertain.
All I know is a cartwheel.
She'll play Yahtzee.
They all love that game.
She never learned how to play Yahtzee at home. She literally learned it here with the residents.
And she just like jumped right in there
I
and
need my threes, your twos.
helped the residents like take the score. And
You need your threes. When I think about the Good Samaritan Society, I think of people who are helping and being really kind to other people, helping them out.
That is so touching, isn't it?
It absolutely is.
Very special.
And it seems like a small thing. I used to go with my kids and bring puppies to the nursing home, and it doesn't feel like you're doing something big, but just looking at Peyton, what a joy. And you can see how enriched she is and the smiles on the residents' faces. It's just beautiful to watch.
It is beautiful to watch, and I'll be honest with you, that is multiplied across our nation with youth, adults, you name it, going into nursing homes, going into Boys and Girls Clubs, tutoring, supporting, counseling, being a redemptive difference in the life of another human being. That is what volunteerism is about.
And now I know we talked about benefits earlier, but there's a lot of benefits when it comes to volunteering. And so, 4 ways that volunteering can help us feel healthier and happier. So volunteering can connect you to others. Volunteering is good for your mind and your body. Volunteering can advance your career. It also brings fun and fulfillment to your life. I feel like these are 4 things that every one of us could benefit from. And often, we talk about the time it takes to volunteer. I feel like sometimes people don't volunteer because they feel like they're not going to get anything out of it. But personally, I feel like I feel so fulfilled when I volunteer, and a lot of my career opportunities have truly come from volunteering, starting there.
Yes, I would agree. My whole career in social work came from national service.
Mm-hmm.
If I didn't have that first foray into working with women in prison and doing disaster services with the Red Cross, I would have never thought about social work, because the people I worked with the social workers had the most fun jobs, and they were so passionate about what they were doing and whom they were helping. And I knew that's what I wanted to do.
In addition to regular community service, one of the big areas in our lives that requires a lot of volunteer is politics. But politics can many times or most times be pretty divisive. So how do we combat that in trying to seek volunteers?
Well, it is divisive when you're talking about different sides. But when you're talking about the insular group, it's not so divisive. People of like-minded beliefs come together for a purpose, to affirm a candidate or to move a legislative agenda. And it could be so breathtaking and so honorable to know that you yourself have a hand in the fabric of American society. To know that the least thing that you're doing is saving another American's life. But whatever the issue is, whoever the candidate is, that's the mantra. And it's such a beautiful thing. I have volunteered for politicians before, and, getting on the phone, making those calls, going to houses, and speaking on behalf of that candidate, you really do believe the purpose is greater than yourself. And so I always say there's nothing wrong with volunteering politically, because it really does help you be a part of shaping American society.
And it really is necessary. And I think it goes back to our founding country. That, everybody wasn't always paid to do everything. You just helped each other. You showed up and helped build houses and brought food over. And, same with politics. Everybody wasn't always looking for a handout or I need to get paid. And I think it also helps us. We all think we're so busy. And we're busy. But what are we busy with?
Sure.
Are we busy on social media? Are we busy whatever? And taking that time to volunteer makes us more human. Mm-hmm. We're interacting more. We're getting in touch with life and with go ahead.
And I would add, just to what you're saying, it brings people together. We have a tendency to be in our silos. And volunteerism, whether it's social volunteerism, community volunteerism, or political volunteerism, it brings people together for a shared purpose.
Mm-hmm. I want to add, I wrote an article on grieving maybe a year or two ago, and I recently lost my husband. So, I'm familiar with with grief. And one of the things when I was interviewing different people who wrote books on it, they said volunteering is one of the ways when you're ready that helps you get over it. For all the reasons we just talked about, is that instead of just, you have to spend a little bit of time with yourself and grieving, but then you have to go beyond yourself. And that helps bring you up and helps you recover from those kinds of things.
Yes, I would agree. I would agree wholeheartedly.
On the college level that you are, do you feel hopeful with, our youth and the volunteering that you're seeing happen at the collegiate level?
Well, good. I'm glad you asked that. Gen Zers are very formidable with activism and social justice. And a lot of that had to do with the summer of 2020, George Floyd incident. And one of the things that we know about Gen Zers is that they're committed to social justice.
So, yeah, I guess We need to just get out, make a difference, live our values. And thank you, Diann, for coming and reminding us, because I wasn't sure what you were going to talk about. And then later on I heard that you're going to talk about volunteerism. And I thought, what a great topic. I really appreciate you coming on today.
My pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you.